Good morning. Are you Lloyd Calhoun? And Mr. Parker, will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment?
Hey, will, Judge.
And we're just going in the possession case, is that correct?
That's correct, Judge, but on the, with the prior enhancement counts to make this a third degree, and just so to be candid with the court, in 2019, he also received a 5-year sentence. This same 5-year offer was made based on the underlying facts of this offense.
Okay.
What he did was pour some PCP out on the floorboard carpet of the car, which made it difficult to measure the quantification.
Okay. All right, Mr. Calhoun, in cause number 25, DCCR 1266, you're charged with the state jail felony offense of possession of a controlled substance from April 14th of 2025. And how do you plead to that charge?
Yes.
And are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily? And are you pleading guilty because you actually did what they've charged you with?
Listen.
That indictment further alleges that you were previously convicted of unauthorized use of a motor vehicle, a third-degree felony, May 17th of 1993. After that was final, you were convicted of possession of a controlled substance, a third-degree felony, June 3rd of 2002. And then after that, you were convicted of unlawful possession of a firearm by a felon, July 8th of 2019. And are all three of those prior convictions true?
Mhm.
I have here on the tablet some documents that have your signature on them that the state's marked as exhibit number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. Parker? He went over those with you? Do you fully understand those documents?
Some of them.
What do you not understand?
I gotta look at it to see it again, but most of them I do.
Well, let me go over a little bit more with you. Do you understand that if I follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney, that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal? So if I follow this agreement, you can't change your mind later,
Yeah.
right? And it looks like the agreement's for 5 years in prison with a dismissal in cause number 25 DCCR 1267, which is that tampering case.
Yes.
Is that your understanding? Do you also understand, if you're not a U.S. citizen, that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law?
Yes.
State tenders number 1.
No objection?
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Mr. Calhoun is not competent?
No, Your Honor.
All right, sir, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty and true, freely and voluntarily. Find that you're mentally competent and you understand the nature and the consequences of your plea. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and at this time, find you guilty of possession of a controlled substance. Find those prior convictions true. Sentence you in accordance with your agreement to a term of 5 years in the institutional division of the Texas Department of Corrections. You will receive credit on that sentence for any time that you've been in custody that the law gives you the right to receive.
Back time?
Yes.
No.
Just the time that we've had a hold on you here. So I don't know if you are serving time anywhere else or were anywhere else. Okay, so you'll get that credit. I'm going to, is it not printing?
Okay.
I'm going to hand you in just a minute, a trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, and so you've waived your right to appeal. You're also going to be handed a written admonishment regarding your ineligibility to possess a firearm or ammunition. You already know this because I know you have a history with a charge of this, but I'm required to read this to you. Because of the judgment entered against you, you are ineligible under Texas law to possess a firearm or ammunition. Possession of a firearm or ammunition could lead to charges against you. Firearm is a legal term, and you should read the written admonishment I provide you to see what devices qualify as a firearm. If you have questions about the laws that make you ineligible to possess a firearm or ammunition, or about how long that lasts, you can talk with Mr. Parker. And then I will sign a dismissal as soon as it comes through in cause number 25, DCCR 1267.
So name now.
You printed the holes.
Well,
I think I probably printed it twice at least.
And this is, what I printed stuff for Pam a while ago,
Oh.
and what I gave her wasn't all of it. Apparently ran out of paper, but I didn't know.
I printed some stuff also from that other case.
Okay,
I printed one for me, several things for myself.
well, I think it's something.
Okay, all right. Here you go. You can go back with the bailiff.
Look, yeah. 9-6, what I rented 16.
1916. Okay. Good morning. Are you Patrick Trahan?
Yeah.
And Mr. Trahan I'm going to take judicial notice of the court's file in all of his cases. Mr. Trahan was evaluated for competency by Dr. Gapon. And we received that report dated March 2nd of 2026. The finding in that report is that Mr. Trahan is currently competent to stand trial. Any other evidence with regard to competency
I got it.
from the state?
No.
Then at this time, I am going to find that Mr. Trahan is competent to stand trial. Mr. Parker, will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment in each of the cases?
I got it.
And are we going on count one only? From the assault on a peace officer?
Yes, sir. We may need to go on both on the stage.
Okay, hold on a second. Sorry. All right, Mr. Trahan, in cause number 25, DCCR 1917, the state's elected to proceed on count one only. It alleges you committed the second-degree felony offense of assault on a peace officer, and that's from November 18th of 2025. And how do you plead to that charge? Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily? And are you pleading guilty because you actually did what they charged you with? And then takes a minute for me to get it. And cause number 26, DCCR 0592. You're charged with the state jail felony offense of possession of a controlled substance from March 17th of 2025. And how do you plead to that charge?
Yeah.
Again, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily? And because you did what they charged you with? Also, in that indictment, it alleges that you were previously convicted of the state jail felony offense of theft of copper, bronze, or aluminum, August 11th of 2014. And then after that was final, you were convicted of burglary of a building, a state jail felony, May 15th of 2015. And are those two prior convictions true?
Yes.
In each of your cases, I have here on the tablet some documents that have your signature on them that the state's marked as exhibit number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. Parker?
Yes, I did.
Do you fully understand them?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand, if I follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney, that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal?
Ma'am.
Do you also understand, if you're not a U.S. citizen, that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law? State tenders number 1 in each case.
Objection.
It's admitted in each case. Get caught up here. All right, so I'm going to find that you entered your pleas of guilty in each of your cases freely and voluntarily. Find that you entered your pleas of true also in the second case freely and voluntarily. Find again that you're mentally competent, that you understand the nature and the consequences of your pleas. And cause number 25, DCCR 1917, find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and at this time find you guilty of assault on a peace officer. Sentence you in accordance with your agreement to a term of 5 years in the institutional division of the Texas Department of Corrections. You will receive credit on that sentence for any time that you've been in custody that the law gives you the right to receive. And then in cause number 26, DCCR 0592, find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and at this time find you guilty of the state jail felony offense of possession of a controlled substance. Find those 2 prior convictions true. sentence you in accordance with your agreement to a term of 5 years in the institutional division of the Texas Department of Corrections. You will also receive credit on that sentence for any time that you've been in custody that the law gives you the right to receive. Those two cases will run concurrently, which means together at the same time. I'm handing you in each of those cases the trial court certifications that shows that these were agreements that I followed, and so you've waived your right to appeal. I also handed you a trial court admonishment or the written admonishment regarding your ineligibility to possess a firearm or ammunition. Because of the judgments entered against you, you're ineligible under Texas law to possess a firearm or ammunition. Possession of a firearm or ammunition could lead to charges against you. If you have questions about the laws that make you ineligible to possess a firearm or ammunition, or about how long that lasts, you can talk with Mr. Parker. All right, and I will sign that dismissal now and cause number 25 DCCR 1916. All right, you can go back with the bailiff. Good morning, sir. Are you Eric Tran?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Parker, will your client waive the formal reading of the motion?
Here we are.
Mr. Tran, in cause number 22-40541, I have a motion to revoke your community supervision. It shows that you were placed on probation January 17th of 2023 for evading arrest or detention with the use of a vehicle, a third-degree felony. And that was a 10-year term in prison that was probated for 5 years. Is that correct?
Mhm.
The motion alleges that you violated your probation. Count 1 alleges that you committed the offense of reckless driving November 28th of 2025 in Jefferson County, Texas. And is that true or not true?
True.
Count 2 alleges that you provided a urine sample March 10th of 2025 that tested positive for the byproducts of cocaine. And is that true or not true?
True.
And then count 3 alleges that you have failed to provide verification of performing the community service hours as required. Is that true or not true?
True.
Did you enter your pleas of true to counts 1, 2, and 3 freely and voluntarily?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you plead true to those counts because they're actually true?
Yes, ma'am.
I have here on the tablet some documents that have your signature on them that the state's marked as exhibit number 1. Before you sign these, did you go over them with Mr. Parker?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you fully understand them?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand if I follow the agreement that you've made with the district attorney that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal?
Yes, ma'am.
And it looks like the agreement that you've reached is for me to continue you on probation, but order that you enter and successfully complete the safety program. And then you would be back on probation and required to follow all of the rules and conditions. Is that your understanding?
And Judge, that was the recommendation when I spoke with this officer, Georgie.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Delfino. And it looks like also you would enter a plea on that reckless driving for the time that you've already
I
served.
think you can get your credits. We're probably gonna dismiss it, Judge. I mean, it's,
He's got so much
Oh, okay.
credit that it would
How-
probably technically easier. to-
yes,
to
we're gonna
do
resolve that
that.
today.
Let him go.
Okay, so then what I'm gonna do, Mr. Tran, it sounds like everybody's wants to get you back on track, and that's what safety is for, so that you can have the tools necessary to be able to stay clean and do everything you're supposed to on probation. And so I'm going to follow the recommendation from probation and the district attorney's office. Find that you entered your pleas of true to counts 1, 2, and 3 freely and voluntarily. Find those counts true. Find sufficient evidence to revoke the probation, but I'm not going to. I am going to continue you on probation. I'm going to order that as a condition of that probation, you enter and successfully complete the safety program, and then follow all of the other rules and conditions of probation. If you do all of that, we should never see each other here again,
Yes, ma'am.
and you'll be able to finish that probation or your time while you're out on probation. But you need to keep in mind, if you mess up again, you're going to be back here in court, and we're not going to be talking about the same type of thing. You'll end up going to prison. You've already agreed to a 10-year sentence.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good luck to you, sir. You can go back with the bailiff.